What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Romeo Miller. Romeo Miller recently had a child with his girlfriend, and now he's speaking out against the hate that he has received and the loss of female followers who are bitter because he's finally found, I'm assuming, the woman for him, at least right now, because he had a child with her. Now, Romeo has made a lot of smart moves in his life. You know, he waited until his early 30s when he was more established in what he wanted to do and where he was in his life to have a child. Now, I don't know if he's going to marry this female or not, but this seems like somebody that he is comfortable with, somebody that he feels like he sees a future with, you know? And there are women who don't like it. And that's because for years they saw him basically be the nice guy, second tier option of Angela Simmons, until he said, you know what, no more, I'm not going to let you play with me. And he moved on. You see where she is, now you see where he is. It seems like he's in a much better place. He's focused on his career, but he's also become a dad, you know, and the fact that he's getting hate and he has to speak out lets you know that it bothered him. And it would bother me too if a bunch of women I didn't know were highly angry because I had a child with somebody and it's not them. I think this goes on more than y'all think it does, because there's a lot of guys out here who these women want to date. I told y'all, a lot of these women have unrealistic expectations when it comes to men, and they look at a Romeo, and this is the type of guy that they want. You know, he's a well-known celebrity, comes from a celebrity family, so to speak. He is successful. They find him attractive, and because of that, they think that, oh, you know, one day I'm going to be with them. They really think they're going to be with Romeo. That's how delusional your Western woman is. Your Western woman is so delusional that she really thinks that she has a chance to get with Romeo. So let's get into this article. There's a bunch of different articles on this, by the way. And this scoring to page 6. Romeo Miller received hate mail from female fans after becoming a dad. Romeo Miller has received a lot of hate mail from female fans since the arrival of his first child. The rapper, actor, and son of hip-hop icon Master P announced in February that he and his girlfriend Drew Sangster had welcomed a baby girl. Miller, who's 32, has since posted a series of adorable pictures on Instagram of his daughter, whom he calls Baby R. But the proud new dad tells Page 6 exclusively, I have lost a lot of fans. A lot of females sent me hate mail when I had my daughter because a lot of people felt like it was supposed to be them. I told y'all, that's how delusional a lot of these women are these days. They don't want a regular guy. They want a celebrity. And they're just super delusional. And as crazy as that sounds, I kind of felt that pressure growing up. He continued, being a child star, you have different connections with your fans. It's like your fans are really a part of your life. So I think that's why it took so long for me to have a child, because I was like, when that day comes, I got to make sure it's with the right person. That's what we all should do, people. We should not have children with people that we don't feel like are going to be there for us, you know, that we want to be with long term. Too many people nowadays are not thinking like the way Romeo was thinking. See, Romeo waited purposely. There's probably a lot of chicks that he met that he could have had a baby with, but he was smart and he said, no, I'm not going to do this because I'm not ready for this. And I want to make sure that I have a child with the right person. He showed responsibility. A lot of people these days don't show responsibility. They're just having kids with chicks that they're just meeting. You got some of these guys, man, they are so, like, you could just tell they may not have been used to getting women like that before. So when they start getting women, and especially women who are more and more attractive, they start impregnating this one, start impregnating that one. We see it a lot in entertainment. So with him, I'm pretty sure he's had a ton of attractive women come his way, and he never got them pregnant. One, because he had Percy. He had Percy Miller there to tell him, nah, you ain't about to do that. No, we gotta stay on this grind. You gotta stay on this money. You can't be out here impregnating these chicks. I think it also comes from who his father is, and his father being in his ear and making sure that he's on the right track, which I think has helped Romeo a lot in his life, because I think he wants to be like his dad, but he wants to make sure that he focuses on the money and focus on building himself first and having the child by the right woman. Because a lot of times, if you don't choose the right woman, you could go through a lot, especially when that child is young. It's just not a moment what happened, but it's not just a moment that happened by accident, but it has to be with somebody who is truly deserving, because it's gonna break a lot of hearts out there. Well, apparently it did, because you're speaking about this. The former growing up hip hop star acknowledged it is crazy to think about his fans and his love life in the same sentence, but he understands why people have such a strong reaction. I think that's why I have such a cool fan base. I've been successful for over 20 years because I'm living my life, but I still think about those people that support me, he explained. But I got to live my life, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, so yes, let's just say I'm trying to have 50 kids. You never know. If I have 50 more kids, I'm gonna have more. I'm gonna have no more fans. That could happen, man. Listen, man, women these days are highly delusional. They all think they're supposed to be with a celebrity, man. They do. And I think that's what Romeo is speaking on. He's speaking on that celebrity worship. We got a lot of celebrity worship out here, unfortunately. A lot of these women nowadays, they worship celebrities. They follow celebrities. They try to look like the type of women that these rappers and athletes like. They go and they get BBLs. They go and rearrange their face, change up their skin, because they want to look like the women that a Romeo Miller would want to be with. Not understanding that that's going to be a very lonely life. You're going to be constantly out here chasing that, chasing these type of men, not understanding that you're not going to get chose by them. You may get an opportunity to sleep with one of them. How do we know that? Because you're going to tell us eventually. So a lot of these women worship these celebrities. I think females worship celebrities more than men do. Men just like attractive women, and there's a worship of attractive big butt women. But when it comes to like celebrity worship, there's a lot of women do that, man, because they have unrealistic expectations in their own life. And because they have unrealistic expectations in their life, they can't have any happiness. Regular guys are not enough for them. They think that that's beneath them now. They really, especially if they are halfway attractive, let them be above average attractive. Let them have big hips and a big butt. Oh my God, you ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing. You ain't gonna be able to tell them that, man. Miller credits none other than Beyonce for teaching him not to take the mixed responses personally. I grew up with this. I always knew I had a purpose in life, and I always understood the business. It's a part of the business. It is a part of the life that we live. That is true. I will say this about what Romeo was saying. You have to expect this as a celebrity. You have to expect people to criticize you. You have to expect people to not want to follow you anymore. Now, maybe Romeo isn't used to that, but he has to understand that there are going to be people who are going to feel some type of way about him one way or the other. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Not everybody's gonna like you forever. People are gonna stop liking you eventually. That's why, again, you have to live your life. The thing I learned from Beyonce when I went on tour with her when I was a young kid, she said, when you are in this industry, you're gonna get a lot of love and you're gonna get a lot of hate. But what you have got to realize is that you're gonna get way more love than hate. So focus on the love. And that always resonated because a lot of people focus on that one hate mail, that one bad message, and you got 100 good ones. So it's like, why do we resonate with hate so strongly when people can tell you something positive and you won't respond back? Well, that's the thing. I respond to good feedback always. When people have good feedback from me, for the most part, I respond back. The crazy thing is I get people sending me crazy lunatic DMs. Sometimes I respond. Sometimes I ignore it now. I put people on ignore. They DM me. They're upset. They're in their feelings. I just ignore it. I chuckle and ignore it. And I don't even open them up. Don't even open up the messages. That's how I am. And that's how you have to be sometimes, because, a lot of these women are on edge. A lot of these women are lonely. A lot of them are looking for a reason to be angry. You got males as well. But you never let the bad outweigh the good, because there are going to be a lot of people that are going to respect you, and there's going to be a lot of people that's going to want to follow you, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to understand the message that you're trying to put out there. So what I would say with Romeo is focus on the people that matter and not the ones that don't, because there was a time when I would focus on the negative at times, but now I just focus on the positive, and I understand, listen, if you don't like me today, you just ain't gonna like me. There's nothing I can do. But the funny thing is, a lot of times when there are people who may not like you and they leave, they end up coming back, which is crazy. Which is crazy, right? So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I'll see y'all in the next video.